Hey there, today there is an Aries moon, so focusing on action and where we need to move energy. We also have today Mars in the final degree of Scorpio, last full day of Mars in Scorpio, with Mars moving through that final degree of a transformational sign. So a transitional point in a transformational sign. Let's talk a little bit about that today. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Monday, November 3rd. And so we have the Aries moon, right? The mood of the day, kind of the vibe and the flow is in that action-oriented sign of Aries, meaning take some risks, do the impulsive actions that are going to help you shake things up and get unstuck maybe from where you've been, or not knowing what direction to go, right? It's like the message is just try something and almost certainly you will learn, even if it is not the right direction. So we have that energy, and we have to watch for impulsive actions. Also, of course, we don't want to be too impulsive. So be intentional, be conscious, be clear within yourself about what you value, what's important to you, who you are, so that when those impulses move inside of you, you're not acting from or taking those risks from a place of being unconscious, or maybe in doing some unconscious self-sabotage, but instead you're clear within yourself so that the impulses that arise can be in alignment with where you want to go, what's going to help you move forward, what's going to help you figure out the best way to do things. So, with that mood, Aries mood, moon, we also have um, Mars as the ruler of Aries. And as I mentioned, it is in the final degree of Scorpio. So Scorpio is that sign of that deep, deep water sign, accessing a deeper truth, finding what has been hidden or in the unconscious or in the shadow, and needing to move that energy, bring it forward, look at the truth, be honest with yourself, and do that work of transformation. That means uh, being real about some of those harder things to be honest with yourself about. So be honest, be truthful with yourself first, and then with whomever you may need to speak your truth to. And that could come up as well. But as I was sharing yesterday, I went in yesterday's video was really a fabulous deep dive in the energies of this week. And we talked about Scorpio and how Mercury and Mars came together in Scorpio. Mercury has now gone into Sagittarius. Mars goes into Sagittarius Tuesday morning, so tomorrow morning. And that's Tuesday the 4th, November 4th, right before the Taurus full moon that's coming on Wednesday. So we've got that transformational energy of Mars in Scorpio, and that need to come to terms with what is moving inside of us. So that transition point, that final degree of a sign, we call it the anaretic degree, is a point of reckoning. It's a point of, okay, really, it's time to really come to terms with what you've accomplished, what you haven't accomplished, right? What you're going to take with you into the next phase, And so really looking at your own deeper healing process. So what have you been working on? What has come to light that was previously hidden? What are you working with in terms of your feelings and your fears and your creative process? And what is yet to be done. So, so really looking at the work you've been doing, noticing where you're at, noticing what is that work, how it continues, and being as honest with yourself as you can about what some of that deeper emotional work entails. And emotional work is the work of feeling. So going numb and being in denial is not going to help us do this work, right? It's really important to be real about what we feel. And Mars in the final degree of Scorpio is a big reminder that if you're not being real about what you feel, it will surface in other ways in your life trying to get your attention. So, as much as you can, pay attention to your own emotional process and support yourself as you need in that process, right? Maybe you need a little more time alone or time to process your feelings. Time with a friend could be useful too, as long as it's someone you trust, someone you feel safe with, so that you can be honest about that deeper process and what it is you're moving through. So the Aries moon energy for today, going along with that Mars finishing up its time in Scorpio, is going to bring a need for movement. And so there could be a need to speak your truth, a need to sort of establish a boundary or claim your needs, claim your territory, claim what you value, what's important to you, and to be able to do that, you have to acknowledge that it's important, right? You have to value it yourself. You have to value your needs. You have to value your own emotional process and why that is valid and worthy, because that emotional process is going to help you be a better person, right? And not just in some noble, like higher ground, but it's going to help you be more powerful, be more able to navigate the current and the bumps and the challenges life brings along, and to maintain your sense of self through those things. So this is a deeper process that is about you being able to maintain your sense of self throughout whatever life may bring, and being stronger, being more resilient, being more present with yourself and flexible, right, to roll with what happens and to be able to access that deeper truth, um, that deeper place of meaning and what really matters that you may need to remind yourself of when things get tough. So deepen into that ability to do that and to your own healing process that's helping you be able to do that. So those are some things to think about with Mars finishing up its time in Scorpio. For more on Mars going into Sagittarius, definitely check out my video from yesterday. Lots of thoughts on that and what to expect with Wednesday's Taurus full moon as well. But take those Aries, courageous actions that you need to be in alignment with yourself, to claim your boundaries, to carve out your own needs, and to stand up for what's right, right? To stand up for what makes life worth living. That's the purpose of that Aries warrior energy, is that we can remember that sometimes we need to do something. So, what does that look like? We've got some elections coming up. Maybe that is part of your action or part of what you care about. But at any rate, whatever that is, being true to yourself is the essence of what is the most powerful way to work with these energies. Thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and you can book a reading with me at astrologyheals.com. I also have my member site, transformationalastrology.com, and I have a full transcript of yesterday's video available for free, available on that member site. And there's lots of great content at the free level. Just hit the subscribe button, and you can be a free subscriber and you'll get notified about that content. If you choose to upgrade, which I really, really appreciate, $5 a month gets you some special offers, discounts and savings on some of my offerings, and lots of other special things as well. So check that out. And of course, I appreciate your support, and it fuels this work that I'm doing. So that is awesome. You are awesome. Thanks for subscribing to this YouTube channel, and I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.